Right, first one of the how-to videos. It's going to be pretty cool. As like I said, it's going to be like, I'm going to do quite a few of them, doing different stuff. But the first one I'm going to do is tyre changing. Obviously everyone knows really how to change the tyre, but with extreme and sometimes with enduro, we run more than one rim lock, and obviously it's quite difficult when you put in 2 or 3, 4 rim locks in. It's quite difficult. But I'm going to, as I say, I'm going to show you how I do it. But I'm not saying it's the best way to do it, but how I do it and how I find it's the easiest way. So I've got 2 rim locks in this at the moment. But to be honest, the way that I'm going to show you to do it, you can put 3 rim locks in, 4 rim locks, 5. Like I said before, we normally run 4 rim locks at an extreme race. Manny, I was helping Manny last weekend at the Valleys. He had 5 in, and one of the events last year, Billy actually made me put 9 in. I think it was 8 or 9. As I say, but with the technique that I'm going to show you, doesn't really matter how many you do, how many you put in. It's the same technique for 2 all the way up to 8. Right, first of all, obviously get your wheel, put it onto the Rabaconda. First of all, just going to obviously undo the rim locks. Pretty straightforward. As I say, 3 tyre levers. That's all I seem to use. Go into the middle where, as I say, where the rim locks are. Don't be doing it around the rim lock area. As I say, that's just going to cause problems for yourself. Try and space it out pretty good. Don't go too far away, and obviously don't go too close. Using that to go in. So I've got my 3 in now. Take opposite side, and then with the tyre change, you can push the tyre into the well, and that makes it so much easier to get them out. Like I said, get rid of them. Turn the tyre upside down. Just be careful with the old spacer. And then the bit that you took off, you need to push down on it, move it a little bit, push a little bit more, and eventually underneath you can see that it's coming off. Like I said, normally now, if you had 1 rim lock in, you can physically push the complete tyre off with the Rabaconda. But the way that I'm going to show you, as if we've got 2 or 3 or even 4 rim locks in. So what I'm going to do is turn it back this way, put it back on, put some gloves on because it's a little bit mucky, and literally just going to put my foot on here, lift the tyre up, and physically just pull the mousse out like so. Literally, we'll get rid of the mousse. And by now, if you just undo the rim lock with your fingers, you can physically lift up the tyre and take the rim lock out. Once you've got the rim locks out, not all of them, as I say, you can leave 1 in, 1's not a problem. Turn again the wheel upside down, and like I say, physically use the Rabaconda to push the tyre off and all the way down. Right, once we've got that off, obviously do what you need to be doing. If you're putting a new tyre, if you're lubing the mousse, whatever you're doing, to start back, to put it back on, I always go disc facing outwards. As I say, if you put the sprocket side up, if you slip, then these little things are coming off. Okay, so what we'll do, I've got 1 rim lock in at the moment. To say, with 1 rim lock, it's pretty easy to get in. I'm going to put the tyre back on without the mousse inside. So, literally put the rim lock into the well of the tyre and push that on. You can push a little bit on because obviously there's no mousse in. Get a tyre lever, just literally put it on, put the normal tyre on. Job done like that. Right, this is where you add the rim locks, kind of the same way that you took them off. okay? So there's nothing inside. Literally, I'll do it this way so you can see the video. Just lift the tyre up, yeah, and get your hand in behind, push it down, and the rim lock comes out. Just hold it in with your hand and just put a couple of screws on there, okay? I've got 2 rim locks in here. I've got more, but exactly the same is how we do it. We lift it up, put the rim lock in, feed it into the hole, and tighten it up just a little bit, just so it's on a couple of threads. Okay, so that's all on like that. Right, like I said, we've put all the rim locks in. There's still no mousse in there. So what we're going to do now, we're going to get the mousse. Literally, put your foot on the disc again, lift the tyre, and just slide the mousse all the way around and in. Okay, as easy as that. And that is the same with 2 rim locks, 3 rim locks, 4 rim locks, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's all the same technique. As I say, it might not be the fastest way, it might not be the easiest way, but it's the easiest way for me, and this is how I do it at races and stuff like that. Once you're in this position, just literally push the tyre down, push the tyre down like that, okay? I always start just to the right hand side of the rim lock by putting this in and literally just leaving it there. Then I get another 2 levers, put one the opposite side of the rim lock, just use this one then to push it in. So say I'm coming off the disc a little bit and then pressuring the rim lock to push it in. Then, like I say, you go all the way around. Don't do too big a bite, little bites all the way around. Right, I'm at this side now, which is another rim lock. Literally, like you say, 9 times out of 10 the rim lock will already go in, but if it doesn't, same kind of technique, do that, get the rim lock and use the pressure off the disc just to push the rim lock in, and then keep going. As I say, if you get to here and it's a little bit difficult, just put your foot on there and press wherever you work in. If you go opposite, just press the tyre into the bead and carry on going around. As easy as that. Look, I'm not even sweating. We're at the end now. As you can see, the tyre's not actually out onto the rim. So these are the secret weapon. These are like just a little bit of rubber that actually goes on. I think they'll go onto like bash plates, on the skid plates. Anyway, we chop them in half so they've got a little bit of a tip here that goes into the rim. So what we do, undo the rim locks, put them over the top, screw them back on. Not super tight, just hand tight. Again, so if you've got 2 rim locks, 3 rim locks, 4, do it with every single one of them. Basically, it's just to stop the air coming out. So then find the other hole, which is here. Put that into the hole and basically put the air on. There you go. As easy as that. And look, it's blown all the way out onto the rim. And if I feel underneath, yeah, on the other side as well. So basically that's like a little cheat for you. That is proper, that solves the problem. As I say, the problem is if you don't put that on, then the air's just going to come out of the rim lock. Especially if, like I say, if you've got 3 or 4 rim locks, so the air's just going to leak out and you're never ever going to get it to sit onto the bead. So that's your little top tip. That stands, number 1 stands top tip. That's all done. I hope this video was good for you. Like I said, it's not the fastest way of doing it, but for me, I find it's the easiest way of doing it without wrestling the tyre changer and wrestling the levers, cutting fingers, cutting knuckles, and it's all good. These things, these rubber condors, also very good to have. These are available at Enduro Tyres. The link will be down here. head over and have a look at them if you want to get yourself one of them. I've also got the kids Rabaconda. So one of the videos in the next couple of weeks will be of the kids, because they are a pain in the arse to change a little 10-inch wheel. They are a proper pain. I've not used it yet, so I'm going to get that set up and use that, and hopefully I'll get a video in the next couple of weeks of that. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and leave the comments below of what you want to see in the next how-to video. We've filmed quite a few today, so they'll be coming out in the next few weeks when we've got a little bit of time.